The biggest positive news about Pakistan cricket team is that they are roaring back into form. However, it is Pakistan cricket. 1 minute up, next minute down. But as of now, they have all the reasons to be confident because they have achieved two consecutive series wins now. One in the test format against England at home, and now they have defeated Australia in an ODI series in Australia after a gap of 22 long years. Here's a look at some of the best reactions to Pakistan's historic ODI series win. Well, Mohammad Hafiz is turning out to be a real savage person here. He said that in his tweet, Aussie, 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 moe, moe, moe. Well, in a way, it's kind of a very revenge for Mohammad Hafiz here because under his coaching only, Pakistan lost a test series in Australia in 2023. Well, currently he's not associated with Pakistan cricket team in any capacity, but then as a Pakistani, he can really enjoy this Pakistan's historic ODI series win. Well, moving on to a beautiful quote here, or maybe some interesting stats, that the last time Pakistan won an ODI series win in Australia, Wasim Akram was an active cricketer. Kohli wasn't even an under-19 cricketer. T20s did not exist. Ronaldo hadn't even made his Manchester United debut. iPhone wasn't invented. Facebook wasn't founded. And Naseem Shah wasn't even born. Well, that's how long it has taken for Pakistan to achieve an ODI series win in Australia. Well, then it can be argued that Australia weren't really at their complete best as far as their full team is concerned. They hadn't had the likes of Pat Cummins, Travis Head, but then a win is a win, and that's what I think Pakistan have done, and it's going to be a massive boost for them heading into the Champions Trophy. Well, let's just move on to Michael Vaughan's tweet here. He said that Pakistan have been absolutely fantastic, but I don't remember seeing a series where Australia have lacked so much intensity. Bilateral series are on the decline, I'm afraid. And I think in a way, Michael Vaughan makes a very right statement or a right argument here, because if we see the kind of teams that the likes of Australia, India, and even England have played as far as ODIs are concerned, well, in most of the cases when it's not really the ODI World Cup year, the teams have preferred to play their B or the C team. So in short, they haven't really preferred to play their first choice teams, and that in a way has hurt the contest also. Now if we look at the recently concluded Australia-Pakistan series, Australia did not have the likes of Travis Head, Mitchell Marsh and Pat Cummins, their regular ODI skipper. He missed the third ODI. There wasn't Mitchell Starc, Josh Hazelwood. So pretty much Australia had a B team there. You still had the likes of Stoinis, Maxwell and Zampa, but then they also couldn't really step up to the plate as and when it was needed. So that's where, just to maybe make sure the contest gets a little more exciting, there is an even contest, I think the teams probably need to play their first choice players, and that's where Michael Vaughan also feels that maybe bilateral contests are really on the decline and they really need some meaningful things. Well, moving on to Kevin Peterson's comment, he said that Pakistan win in Australia. This is the reason they have to sort out all the negative noise and help the talent show off their skills. Put the politics aside and let the cricket do the talking. Well, there has been a lot said about Pakistan cricket also. There were a lot of politics in Pakistan cricket circuit, specifically in their selection committee. It has had a lot of members in the last 365 days, but now there has been a lot of captaincy changes also. But then with Rizwan being appointed, it looks like that they're probably moving in the right direction. There is some kind of stability, and the consecutive series wins now they've had, irrespective of the format, well, it clearly goes on to show that all that matters is the performance that the players put on the field, and that's what Pakistan would hope for consistently. And pretty much AB de Villiers was also delighted, just like KP. He said that amazing trend of touring cricket teams dominating the home side of late, unreal stuff. New Zealand and India, well, New Zealand whitewashed India 3-0. South Africa and Bangladesh, they also clean swept Bangladesh there with a 2-0 test series win. Pakistan and Australia, a 2-1 ODI series win. And then India in South Africa have gotten off to a brilliant start with a magnificent win in the T20I series opener at Kingsmead, Durban. And last but not the least, there's a Mohammad Rizwan's comment. That's what he said at the post-match presentation after the third ODI, that I'm just a captain to do toss and presentation ceremony. I take suggestions from senior players by the likes of Shaheen Afridi and Babar Azam, Naseem Shah, youngsters and everyone in the team management. Everyone in our team is the captain, and I think this really goes on to show that Pakistan cricket team, there was a lot of talk about groupism there. Maybe it is just sort of ended, because now Rizwan making those comments and players being a little bit more close together in the Australia series is turning out to be a brilliant news for them. Now, Pakistan are coming back into form at the very right time. They have a few important assignments in the next couple of months, like a test series in South Africa. Well, they may not really be able to qualify for the World Test Championship final, but then that series will see the return of the likes of Babar Azam, Shaheen and Naseem, who were basically left out of the 2 test matches against England that Pakistan went on to win because they were rested, and PCB wanted them to be ready for all those important tours that are going to take place later in 2024 and in early 2025. And also there's going to be the Champions Trophy. Whether it takes place in Pakistan, well, or not, that's a different discussion altogether. But overall, it's good news for Pakistan that they are coming back into form, and let's see how things really progress for them from here on. What do you think? What are Pakistan's chances of winning the Champions Trophy? You can let us know your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today for all the exciting updates and analysis from the sporting world. Until then, on behalf of my producer Shashwat, it's Siddharth Gulati saying goodbye.